going to be a very exciting show. Have with us Becky Buchko with Pandora's Box of Love. Hello, Becky.
Hi, Rich. How's it going?
It's going great. How are you this evening?
I am well. Just muting my speakers on my computer so I can watch what's going on.
Indeed.
I have my editor, Graham Quigley, should be on.
Fantastic.
He's on from Australia, so you probably won't hear his voice, but you'll see him talk. I see Cherry's here. Hi, Cherry.
Good evening, Cherry.
We
have also. Hello. Okay. Becky, go ahead and tell us a little bit about Pandora's Box of Love.
I've been marketing the book on Facebook, of course. I have my own Facebook group, and the book has the book also has a Facebook page. I have been getting out there and talking a lot. My next plans, of course, is to go on to send this show, if it works good, if it works out, let's hope it does, out to some TV shows, some radio shows, get this word out about Pandora because it's such an amazing thing.
And we have someone, guest 4, is in the chat room, and they're saying hello. So in a moment, if they would like to ask a question or a comment, we will hear from them. So it took you at least a year to write the book, correct, Becky?
The book took 8 years to write.
Wow.
8 years is a very long time. First, it was written as a book very much like The Notebook. You know that scene where the girl's standing there in the rain and it's coming down?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I lived that scene in real life. Pandora's Box of Love is based on a true story. It is an incredible love story between Matthew and Bella, who were they fell in love as teenagers, lost each other for 3 decades, and then found each other again. It's a tale of the amazing things that can happen when soulmates are reunited. It's just absolutely incredible. It's been a labor of love for a very long time. It took so long to write because I would write it for a while, put it away, and then bring it out, put it away, and then bring it out. Kind of craziness, you know. But I think any author that's writing something so personal does take that long to accomplish something of this magnitude. If
and
not,
having just read it this past week, I can tell you it's some powerful personal stuff. It resonates with intensity, authenticity, intimacy. It's a fantastic work, Becky. I was very, very moved by it.
Thank you. I absolutely believe that everyone has a soulmate, and I think we are part of soul families. This question came from Sally, who was actually my first best friend and my oldest friend. We've been friends forever. She's actually mentioned in the book. Yeah, I do, and I think, Sally, that you and I are part of the soul family, meaning that we came here to learn lessons together. We came here to grow as people. Even though you moved away such a long time ago, we're still friends and we still keep in touch and we're still very much cheering for each other. And the internet has made that so much easier, thank God. But absolutely. And thank you for supporting me, calling my project Great Project. And me a great person, I'm just another person like everyone else.
While we're waiting for your editor to get here, I see we have a caller from Illinois. Is that you, Cherry? Hello?
Yeah, it's me. I was just listening to what she was talking about. I was wondering, a little bit, how in depth does she go into the story of the love story?
The love story actually is, there's 2 versions of this book. There's a version that's called a Sweet Romantic Edition, which is just really nice and, they don't go far. This is actually an erotic romance, so it does take the story very far. It delves into their love story as children, where they first meet, how their lives intertwine with each other. And then, unfortunately, as the way things happen, Matthew went away to the military, and Bella never heard from him again. And so she was brokenhearted and waited about a year, and then she found someone else, somebody named Jim. And she married Jim. And it goes on, as the story is winding through, you get to feel what it's like when someone really, their heart and soul belongs to one person, but they've married another, they've kind of settled because you just didn't know. Life was so different then. This story takes place in the 1970s, plus it also takes place here again in about 2006, 2007 when they re-find each other. In between each other, there was one sighting where Bella did see Matthew and saw how amazing he looked because, of course, he was in the military, and she hid because she didn't feel that she was in good enough shape for someone to be the way he looked. So she kind of hid herself, and she hid away from him, which is kind of sad because I think their tale would have been very different had she just walked up and said, "Hey, here I am." Maybe their tale wouldn't have been those 3 decades. Maybe it would have been just the amount of years to 10 years, the first decade until she had the child.
Yes. Becky, we have a caller from Northeast Texas. Northeast Texas?
Yeah.
Hello, Northeast Texas.
Yeah, I'm curious of what this song about. This is Pandora's Box.
Yes. The book is called Pandora's Box of Love. The old tale of Pandora's Box is you have a box there, and when you open it, you don't know what's going to be inside. A lot of the mythology is you open it up, and first bad comes out, and then you have this amazing good that comes out. So, of course, in my story, the bad is symbolized by the fact that they are separated, and then the good comes back when she finds him again. And the scene where she finds him and on an internet dating site of all places, you literally feel like you're standing right there, and it will bring you to tears. It is really, craziness. And I can tell you that scene is absolutely real. And you'll see that as you read into that story, just how deep her love for him really was and how that love never lost. I think when you have that true soulmate and you have that true soul connection, it's almost as if a part of your heart is always with them. And no matter what happens, you can't hate them. No matter what they do, that you can't stay away from them. It will always be, there will always be a part of you, and you will always say, wow, what if? The choice is if you have a chance again at that first love you've had, or that person who really knocked you for a loop, what would you do to be back with that person? What would you sacrifice? What would you give up? Just think about in your own personal life who that person is and what it would be like to be given a second chance. And that's kind of what this book is about.
Sort of speaks to that adage about first love being the most intense love.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Well, in Bella's case, yes, this was her first love, and I do believe that Bella and Matthew made a pact before they came into this life. I very much believe in reincarnation, and there is a past life connection where they've both remembered, where they have spent other lives together, and they come to this life, and they had some lessons to learn, and maybe that lesson was what it's like to be apart from the one you truly love, the one who really holds your heart, and what will you do? What happens if you're given a second chance?